tonight. I'm Kat Kramer, and I'm honored to be a new ambassador for the New England Music Hall of Fame. Our mission statement is to promote, preserve, educate, and unite the integrity of New England music.
I'm Ashley Longo. I'm here with Ivana. Ivana, how long have you been involved with the New England Music Hall of Fame?
It's been like 2 years. I have been with NEMHOF Music Hall of Fame. It's been a really interesting experience so far.
And what will you be doing here tonight?
Presenting a
Hey, this is Steve Prescott along with Ashley Longo.
And we are here at the legendary Knickerbocker Club in Westerly, Rhode Island for the final induction of 2022.
Tonight we're going to be joined by the Beehive Queen, Paul Gabriel, newly inducted member Bob Orsi, along with Rebel Montez.
And tonight we are honoring the first ever Journalist of the Year, Patrice Wood. Stay tuned. I'm Ashley Longo. I'm here today with Mark, who is the Executive Director for the Knickerbocker Club. Mark, how does it feel that this venue is getting inducted today?
We're very excited to have the Knickerbocker represented by the induction of the club. It's been here since 1933, right after Prohibition. It's hosted many great blues musicians. We've gone from being the Knickerbocker Cafe, which is well known, and to the Knickerbocker Music Center, which is a 501c3 nonprofit now, and we've partnered with the Rhode Island Philharmonic Orchestra School of Music, built a music school in the theater right down the street, the United Theater, that we are partners with as well. So we're very excited about the future, and we're certainly proud of the past. So much. It's a great honor to be getting this award for the Knickerbocker. I'm kind of a newbie in this place. It's been here for so long. For many of you know the history probably better than I do, but for those that don't and maybe have seen our mural on the side of the building, it tells a story. In 1933, shortly after the end of Prohibition, the Venerito brothers tore down their ice cream shop and built the Knickerbocker Cafe. It didn't take long before the place really kind of took off. You notice that there is a train on the mural as well. It was named after the Knickerbocker Express that ran between Boston and New York. Also the train station, because a lot of the musicians back in the 40s, 30s, coming between Boston and New York would stop at the train station to get the job here. Yeah, so, and then as you follow up the path of our mural, you'll see a silhouette of a guy leaning up against a Marshall amp, and that is Stevie Ray Vaughan, who played here many times. Greg was just here. I mean, the Roomful of Blues put this place back on the map in the late 70s, and I'm sure many of you here were here for Sunday nights, and I've heard so many stories that I can't tell you how many I've listened to. But fast forward, we are now a nonprofit. We've partnered with the United Theater, the Rhode Island Philharmonic Orchestra School of Music to provide education as well as performance to the community. And we're just really happy to be here. And we'd also like to thank everyone for supporting live music. Thank you very much.
Yell out if I did. But up here with us is tonight's MC. He's also a member of the New England Music Hall of Fame, the great Paul Gabriel on guitar.
I'm Ashley Longo. I'm here with Paul Gabriel. Paul, how do you feel about hosting tonight?
Oh, I'm ready to have a lot of fun doing this. It's not the first time I've done this, but it's always a lot of fun to induct some people into the Hall of Fame that I've known for years and really deserve the honor to be inducted.
And you yourself were inducted into the Hall of Fame. What was that like for you?
It was actually a really nice recognition for the 55 years that I've put into this business.
And tonight you're inducting a lot of great people, but you're also inducting this iconic venue, the Knickerbocker. Why is this such a special place?
Well, it's been here forever, even longer than I've been around. And it's hosted some of the greatest musicians that Rhode Island, Connecticut, and Massachusetts have had over many, many years, and some of the greatest bands in the world have played here. And tonight we get to honor some of those people by inducting them along with the club.
We're very excited to have Greg inducted as well. He's been a part of the Knickerbocker since the Roomful of Blues started in the late 70s, one of the original members, and he's helped us in many ways throughout the years and kept this place alive.
Roomful of Blues played at a club in Bridgeport, Connecticut called the Sandbar. And the club owner tried to convince the band to let me sit in. And that was kind of a tough job because Ronnie was not exactly the easiest guy to get along with, and I think he had just acquired the job, so he was a little cautious about it. But the band agreed to it, and we had a wonderful little jam, and at the end of it, Greg and Rich Latil and Doug James came up to me and said, "Thank you so much for sitting in, you were wonderful." And I never forgot that, because to me, Roomful of Blues was one of the, and still is sometimes, one of the most iconic bands that ever came out of this area. Yeah. And Greg was there during all of this. And I'd like to personally thank him right now for acknowledging me and for being there to help inspire hundreds of musicians with his saxophone, his vocals, and his guitar. So, with that being said, would you please give a nice round of applause for the newest member of the New England Music Hall of Fame, Mr. Craig Kittley.
Thank you so much. Well, you flatter me, and you are one of the good guys, and one of the guys, the real players. Thank you for that. I've been playing here since I was 13 years old. This is the first place I ever got paid to play music. I was 13.
You got paid?
Well, there were 6 of us. We made $30 to play a wedding. At the end of the wedding, I gave the guys $5 apiece, and I said, "I can't take the pressure, I quit." But I was here then, and I'm here now. That was 58 years ago, and I was 13, so. Where have I gone? I've gone around and around, but here I'm still right here. And I'm glad to be part of the Knickerbocker.
And we're glad to acknowledge you. Yeah. One more time, let's see if we can do the blues man of tomorrow, today.
My daughter Alicia is right there. Stand up there. She used to be running around on the jam-packed dance floor when Roomful, in the early days. She was born in 1972, and we started playing here in 1971. She'd be in her walker, running back and forth. I'd be on stage thinking, "Oh my God, she's gonna get trampled." But somehow you survived. Thank you for surviving.
Mr. Bridges.
Patrice Wood. She is the First Lady of Rhode Island Television.
Chris Anino here with NEMHOF News, and I am here with Patrice Wood. And Patrice is going to be winning the first ever NEMHOF Journalist of the Year award. Patrice, what do you feel?
This is such an honor for me. There are so many great journalists in New England, and it's been kind of a tough couple of years with the pandemic and the riots and the political unrest. So I'm going to accept this award on behalf of all of the journalists because they have worked so hard the last couple of years. But thank you so much for thinking of me.
Not a problem. The thing that we want to emphasize the most with everyone is the importance of media, the importance of press, especially when it comes to local. WJR over in Connecticut, you have WTNH, you have WFSB. They're all community-oriented news stations, and that's what we need the most, and that's what this embodies. This year, Kevin Hogan, who just retired from WFSB, retired. He retired after, I think, 40 plus years in journalism, and he always made it a point to stick to local, and that's the most important thing.
It is really important, and you mentioned people retiring. We've had some great journalists retiring. We need journalism. We need reporters. So if you are a young person out there and you are thinking about getting into newspapers, TV, radio, do it, especially if you have a lot of curiosity, if you are if you have a strong sense of right and wrong, if you are honest and hardworking and don't mind not getting paid a lot, especially in the beginning, then I'd say go for it because it's important to our democracy and it's important to our community, as you said, Chris.
And when I was a young man, I would watch your news station, and I would absolutely love to listen to the local news. And then I moved to Connecticut, where an amazing anchor, her name was Denise DeCenjo. She passed away 2 years ago. The same things. You're very community-oriented, very news-oriented, and they are the leaders, and they do help so many people. And again, thank you so much for what you guys do over there. You guys do a phenomenal job. It's great for the music community. It's great for the arts community. And again, thank you so much.
And thank you for this award, Chris. I appreciate it.